Welcome to a new video, everybody. In today's video I'm going to be showing you exactly what it says in the title, which is my top 10 scariest Roblox horror games. Now, I mean, this is Roblox, we're talking nothing too scary, except for whatever that is. But okay, so today I'm gonna be showing you in my opinion, the top 10 scariest Roblox horror games. That is, if you are looking for a thrill, if you're looking for something new, you're in the right place. But before we get into anything else, make sure to join the group. Link is in the description. I do Robux giveaways every now and then, and to people who need and want based off my tutorials. Robux. Okay, that's that. Let's get into the video. Buy the merchandise. Starting at number 10, I'm gonna say Home Alone. This one is the reason I rated that is the lighting and how the game is created is, I'd say, a level of scariness, if you want to call it that. I'd say maybe 6 out of 10. Depends on the atmosphere and how you play it. But other than that, really good game. The reason I rate it overall so low, I would rate it a 5 out of 10, is because some of the things in the game do not work. So you're gonna have to reset the game every now and then, and that just takes too much time. But the game is enjoyable. If it is really enjoyable because it is simple, small, and quick. And I'd say that I'd give enjoyability, if that's what you call it, I'd give that a 7 out of 10. The storyline was pretty smart, I mean, but it has been thought about. Home Alone, it is one of those regular Home Alone, as it says, horror games, where you are in your house and you are just home alone. So I'd give that a 7 out of 10. Number 9 for me would have to be The Survey Project. I mean, it is better than just the sitting survey that everyone is used to. It has a better storyline than most survey games. The game does give you a good horror feel to it. The reason I rated it 9th on the list is because it is not as scary as most of the games I will be showing you now. I really did enjoy how cozy they made the game seem and how they made it look. The aesthetics of the game really hit the spot. It is really enjoyable, so I would rate that 7 out of 10. It does ask really strange questions, and it does make you feel a bit uncomfortable, but that is really the point. The questions that they tend to ask make you pretty scared. Number 8 on the list, I would have to say Noctis or Noctis, or however you want to say it. I mean, is there really a name? Probably yes, but this game is, I'd say, 8th on the list. One of the reasons I would rate this 8th is because you get to play with friends, and it is based on the game Phasmaphobia. It is a really good remake, and it is also very enjoyable. It is a remake of the game Phasmaphobia in Roblox. So, I mean, if you've never played Phasmaphobia and it is something new to you, this game is really fun, as it is a new concept for those who haven't heard of Phasmaphobia, which you can get on Steam. You can play with friends, and there is text to speech, which is rare, like very fun, and something new. I must say, playing this game does creep me out. The way the game is constructed gives you a very, very realistic feel to it, and it makes you feel like you're in the game. If I had to rate this game on the enjoyable list, I would give it 10 out of 10. The game just never gets old. You can play it with anyone you want, and it has 5.1 million visits. Overall, I would give this game an 8.5 out of 10, just because sometimes it does not, sometimes pieces of the game do not work, and it does tend to get frustrating. Another version of this is Spectre, which is really, really fun. It is basically the same, and it works just as well. So you may as well use this as the second one. Spectre instead of Nurses. Any of them work. They are both the exact same concept, and they are both done really, really, really well. Number 7 on my list, I would have to say The Asylum. The reason I say only 7th is because you can also play it with friends, and playing with friends really kind of makes it easier to not get as scared. But I must say, when I first played it, I did get really creeped out. You can play single player, and the storyline is really good. I feel like the game is mainly focused on its storyline, and I feel like the storyline is probably the best part of the game. So I'd rate the storyline a solid 9 out of 10. The game overall was really fun to play, but really, really quick and easy to accomplish. So I would say that overall I would give it a 8.5 out of 10. Now, falling under number 6, I would say Three Nightmares. This game gives you the perfect amount of scares. It is really creepy. This game really gets you scared as soon as you jump straight into it. The atmosphere is very, very creepy, and you can only play it by yourself. The pictures say everything. The way that the game is put together is really, really creepy. The way that it is designed just scares you by itself. I'd say enjoyable if you like horror games. This I would say 8 out of 10. It is really good. I do recommend it. And then I would say overall I'd rate it 8.5 out of 10. Number 5 on my list will be The Mimic. This game scared the absolute out of me the first time I played it. It really creeped me out, as like every single monster, ghost, figure, these things are so well. It doesn't even look like Roblox when you play. Everything is so realistic. There are many badges you can get, but enjoyable if you like horror games. I'd say 9 out of 10. Overall, I'd give the game a 9 out of 10, just because I have never finished the game, because it is pretty challenging, but really fun at the same time. But you can go ahead and check this game out for yourself. There's not much that I can really say about it, because I haven't really played much of it. I did start, and from what I know, it is really, really creepy for anyone else who wants to play it. So that's The Mimic. Going on to number 4. I think the reason that I'm putting this in 4th place is because I did a series on this. If you haven't seen it, you can go and watch that. It is earlier on in my channel. I started a series of this, and the jump scares really got me scared. And I personally think that it is such a well put together game. Everything about it just gives you a horror game vibe, and it is really unexpected as to what will happen next. You keep wondering what will happen, and it just surprises you every time. It is single player, so it is really hard. There are many levels, chapters, and each of them get harder as you go along, and that's probably one of the best parts about the game. Once you have completed the game, you can play it again. You can play any chapter you like over again, and I mean, everything is just well put together and smooth. I don't know why my gameplay right now is really not smooth, but in the series that I did, you will see that it really did get to me. I don't know why, but yeah, overall I'd rate this game a 10 out of 10, as it is one of the Roblox OG horror games, and it really hits the vibe, and it's creepy. It's everything you want. It is Roblox, so it is scary, it is single player, and it is it's not too scary, and it is scary enough to be scary. Why am I don't know what I'm saying. Overall, the game is good. I'd rate it 10 out of 10. Okay, and number 3, I think it's 3, is Work From Home. This game is scary. Now, it obviously has quite a lot of downsides to it, because it is only recently been made, and very poorly made. As you can see, there are very little likes, but my personal opinion on it is scary, and it is well made in my opinion. I mean, just look at these badges you can get. All of these things are in the game. Like that's probably the creepiest part of the game for me. All these things, they just scare the absolute crap out of you. There are a lot of downsides to the game, because it is not even fully developed yet. As you can see, not much detail on many items around the house, but I'd say the reason this game comes in third place is because of how good the monsters, if you want to call it that, is constructed, and how good they make them work. Like the physics and the way the game works is really good. So let me just hop into a game. Now, you can play multiplayer. From what I know, I haven't hopped in this game, but I'm checking it now. But from what I know, you can play multiplayer, or that's what it looks like. The game really has a good vibe to it. I mean, it really does look nice, and it kind of like, it makes you feel good. You can play with your friends if you do use the multiplayer list, but that's that for this game. Let's move on to number 2. That's not pleasant, is it? Okay, number 2 on my list has to be Imagine. You've probably seen many YouTubers play it, and it's probably no surprise to the list. So, if you don't know what it is a really, really realistic and well developed horror game. Okay, yeah, if you want to play this game, you can go ahead and play it. I personally found it really, really fun. I mean, that's just creepy. I just realized what this actually is. Storyline is amazing. Storyline is one of the best for Roblox horror games, and one of the best you'll probably find. The trailer is pretty good, and as you can see, it just looks creepy. Overall, scary. It is single player, and it is very nice game. I'm not going to show any gameplay, as it does. You kind of need to play it for yourself to know how the game actually is. And if you haven't played this game already, you should try it. It is really fun if you are looking for a horror game to play. And trust me, this game is scary. This game is scary. But moving on to number 1 on the list, what will it be? Number 1 will have to be uh-oh, Stinky Monkey. Now guys, this game is so scary. I had nightmares for 3 weeks. I was so scared for this game. I actually in my bed 3 times. 3 times! The cover and the name may be deceiving, guys, but do not play this game, whatever it takes. This game will give you PTSD, and it will ruin you. This game is scarier than balls. Play at your own risk, guys. But that's gonna be it for today's video. If you wanna get Robux, make sure to join the group. Link is in the description. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I had fun making this video, and if any video ideas you would like to see in the future, comment them down, because I will most probably do them. If you watch all the way to the end, I love you, and goodbye.